Hi, I'm James Oswald, Service Director for CPS. We're here to talk about the Flex Gateway and the O&M portal that we have that's tied to the Flex Gateway. With me is Z, the ASS Energy Storage and Utility Director, and Anton Patton, who is the Products and Applications Director. The Flex Gateway has been out for around 6 years now. We've had it floating around in one form or another, been through many improvements, many modifications. We finally got it up to where we think we need it. It's a communication device that you put into your inverter or in your system, hook it up to the Modbus, and we can read the units and get readings off of them, voltage, current, tell what a problem may be, and do remote troubleshooting through it. We also have, it's tied to the FlexOM portal. Some customers have access to it. It's a paid subscription that you get with it. We at CPS have access to it all the time so that we can monitor your systems. If you have a problem, you can call and we can do adjustments. If the utility wants you to adjust certain settings, we can do that for you also.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really valuable tool to be able to remotely troubleshoot, diagnose issues, confirm performance of the inverters and the system to reduce truck rolls to the site. You know, some of our customers have these sites that are, an hour drive or even flight away, which is obviously time, resources, and cost to get out to these sites.
Yeah.
Sometimes multiple times. Whereas if you have the CPS Flex Gateway installed, our engineers are able to, remotely check the site, check the data, and really be able to help figure out what's going on without having to go to the site, come back, take all those readings. So yeah, it's been really valuable, saving a lot of costs on servicing inverters, servicing sites, because we can take a lot of data and see it to be able to understand what's going on with the systems.
That's right. Yeah. And especially a lot of times, like customer have a truckload to the site, but like for example, they have to drive 2-3 hours to the site, but to solve the problem is really just 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes just rebooting or something will solve the issue. So it's very valuable that some of the things you can just do it remotely. You don't have to send somebody over there and spend 5 minutes, just reset it and then just go back another 2 or 3 hour drive.
Yeah, we're daily resetting units, changing settings, looking at different units. So people come in with production problems and we can look at it. We can tell if your trackers are off, if part of your panels aren't producing for some reason. Like I said, we can see voltage in, current in, voltage out. We can take all those readings and let you know what may actually be happening at your system. Yeah. And it records data and keeps a record of it, so we can go back in and look over time and say from 1 week or 1 month to another month and see how the production lays out between those time spans. So it is a very, very good troubleshooting tool.
Yeah, and up to 32 inverters can be connected to one Flex Gateway. So for C&I, it is typically one gateway per site that will enable the remote communications with all the inverters connected.
For utility, usually just use one Flex Gateway per block. So depending on how large your block is, so the layout of the block as well.
And our standard gateway connects via Ethernet, but we've also launched 4G cellular options for remote locations or sites where you don't have access to a modem or router. That's been really helpful for sites and different project applications for our customers.
Some of the ones further out where they don't have that access, or they didn't want the access for some reason. So
the inverter itself is a smart inverter. So this Flex Gateway is kind of like a communication tool to bring the smart technology up in the cloud, and then people can just, do the remote, let's say firmware upgrades, if there's something needed like that, or the troubleshooting, or read the error code if there's any.
Error code, firmware settings.
And we have different options of, what sort of packages can be purchased. Just the gateway will enable the remote troubleshooting support, engineering support from our team. But some of our customers have wanted that access to themselves to be able to log into the portal, see all the different parameters and data from the inverters to help them, be able to monitor and see some of the data on how their performance is.
Yeah. And we also have a version that has a meter in it We sell the meter box so you can look at your total production out. So it's a utility grade meter that's installed in the box, and you can get that data also through the FlexOM meter. So it's another version of that. Is also with a landline or also 4G. We have both versions of that out. So
yeah, and that's a revenue grade meter. So if there are projects that have incentives or requirements on revenue grade metering, then that's a solution that we're offering now as well.
Yeah, a customer can also use the Flex Gateway to be communicating with their own portal, like getting the data out of the inverter and upload it to their own portal for monitoring.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. Come back later to see more videos on this and many more topics.